y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I am back to do my 2018 goals. So before I tell y'all what I have in store for this year, I just kind of wanted to recap 2017. So I didn't do a sit down video about my goals, and I think I've been doing that since 2015. I kind of decided to take a break off of that and make general goals for myself, with the exception of one thing. I don't know why, but I did it that way. I decided that I just wanted to be a better all-around person. So a better Christian, a better wife, a better mother. And I feel like I was able to accomplish that, obviously, in so many different ways. 2017 was a great year, and it turned out to be unexpectedly great. So first and foremost, the other goal that I also set was to do better as far as paying off debt and working on my credit, and I did that, but to an extent. So going back, I set the goals and everything was going great. In the beginning of 2017, I went back to work after maternity leave, which was very hard. But if you've been following my channel, you already know how that went. And then 2 months later, in March, I ended up breaking my rotator cuff, which is probably the most unfortunate thing ever. But I kind of look at that as a point of, I don't know, I don't want to make it seem like God made me injure myself for me to calm down and for me to kind of start focusing on other things, but it kind of got me to the point that I needed to get, which is kind of crazy. So because I tore my rotator cuff, I was not able to work, or I wasn't physically going to work. I was still employed by my job, and I was on short-term disability, but I was home for the most part. So because of that, I was able to focus more on my YouTube channel. I was able to focus more on my social media. I was even able to focus a little bit more on my business, even though I don't think I really took that seriously until towards the end of the year. But because of me being home and not at work and being extremely busy, because while I was working my 9 to 5, I was seriously going to work, coming home, doing my motherly stuff, doing my wifely stuff, and that was it. I didn't really have time to really get on social media like that or anything. So by doing that, I was able, by, you know, obviously not going to work and stuff like that, I was able to focus more on my social media, and then I started to earn an income from social media. Honestly, I didn't even know that type of thing existed, especially for people that aren't like celebrities or like these big YouTubers or big bloggers out there. I didn't think that type of thing existed, and I started to do my research a little bit more, and it's literally changed my life. So I absolutely loved how 2017 turned out. Again, it started kind of unfortunate, but it really changed my life in a sense. So let's get started with these 2018 goals. So first and foremost is to do better with my business. Like I said, last year I really didn't, because I launched my business pretty much December 1st of 2016. Obviously starting out, I knew what I wanted to do. I had my goals in mind, but I allowed fear to take over my business, and I didn't really do the best that I could have done, especially in the first 6 months of my business. So it kind of suffered, it kind of lingered there. Once I went back to work, I wasn't really getting sales. I got 1 or 2 here and there, but it wasn't my main focus. Once I was off of work and started to focus better on my business, I started to change it up, and I even added the Instagram aspect to it, and that is what really has been taking off of my business, because everybody wants to learn about how to grow their Instagram as well as how to make money off of it. If y'all want me to make a video about that, just going a little bit more into detail, just comment down below. But this year I want to do more with my business. I want to change my website up. I want to add testimonials on there, because a lot of times people want to know, like, okay, so who's benefiting from this, who's done this and this has actually worked for them. I want to go ahead and add those testimonials to my page. I want to add some new features, as well as I don't want to say too much, but I just want to do a little bit more. Another thing that I want to do, I didn't go to school for business. I didn't go to school for marketing. I've never took a business class ever, y'all, and I've never taken any type of marketing class whatsoever. So to be very honest, the business that I've gotten so far, I'm pretty much gonna say it's off of pure luck. You know, I'm doing what I think is best for my business, but now I want to step out of the I want to step out of my comfort zone and start taking some classes, focusing on how to work more with business and how to better my business and how to market my business so I can make more profit from it. So I want to do all these different things to my business and my website and all of that, so y'all stay tuned for that. Number 2, I talked about this in a vlog the other day. It's time to start taking better care of myself. Becoming a mother has been the best thing that has ever happened to me, but I feel like all of my focus went into my daughter. So there'll be times that I don't get pedicures, my nails look a mess, or I don't have time to do my eyebrows, or maybe I didn't brush my wig as much as I should have. I want to start taking better care of myself, just because, not so much of what people think of, but more of what I think of myself. When I look at 2017, I didn't really take too much pictures of myself. Why? Because I felt like I wasn't photo ready, or I didn't feel like I looked the best that I could have looked. So I definitely want to take better care of myself. Obviously that means losing weight, taking care of my feet, maybe shaving once in a while. I promise y'all that is one thing I did keep up with. You know, buying more wigs, doing more to myself, because the way I've looked this year, let's just cancel all that out, y'all. Third thing on my list is to be more social. So obviously this past year I became a housewife or stay-at-home mother, and I really felt like I never really left the house. So sometimes I don't really leave the house, and that's something that I want to change. I want to start looking for events out here in the Atlanta area and just start getting out more, you know, leaving the house more. I told myself, and I told my husband this, maybe sometimes, because we do have one car, I will drop my husband off at work. That way my daughter and I can come back home, sleep, do whatever, get dressed and go out, even if it's going to Target during the day, because most of the time I really was not leaving the house until like weekends. I want to do a little bit better and just get out, meet new people, be more social, and all of that jazz. The 4th thing on my list is to grow more spiritually in all types of aspects. I definitely want to do that and just bring that more into my life. What number is this? Next is to grow my channel. It's long overdue. I always get these moments of, I don't know what to call it, get these moments where I'm like, I am pro my channel, I'm gonna do everything for my channel, and then I give up. So which is why I never talk about why I don't understand why I'm not growing on my channel, because I understand completely. I am not consistent. So I want to be a little bit more consistent to my channel and just stop taking these long extended breaks, even though when I do take these breaks, they're for a reason. But I want to be a little bit more consistent with my channel because it's completely long overdue, y'all. And last but not least is to travel more. So when I think about when I got hood rich, is what I call it, when I got my taxes last year, I did the right thing. I started to pay off my debt and everything like that, and take care of this and take care of that. But one thing I regret not doing was to book at least one trip for me and my family. I feel like I could have spared whatever, a couple $100s of my tax money and really put it towards that, because I really believe traveling's my thing. I feel so good when we get to travel and get out and go to new places, stay in hotels and stuff like that. So I definitely want to travel more. I've already told my husband that I definitely want to take my daughter to Disney World this year. So that's something we're gonna do once again when we get hood rich. And then you know, just try to take like little monthly trips here and there, even if it's a little nice vacation here where we live, or if we're going to the next state over, or whether we're flying out somewhere. I definitely want to do that and stop being on social media and seeing people taking trips and retweeting it like, oh, I can't wait to do this. No, I really want to do it. So yeah, those are my goals. Comment down below some of your goals, and I'll see y'all in the next video.
She wanna take me home, lay me up inside her home. She wanna turn me on, breakfast in the morning. She said, and I said, mommy, you can take me home. You let the whole crew get on.
I got this chick from Cali, profiling. She's wild, she's gangster.